Hello, I'm Teyja, and I wanted to share some thoughts today about Mary Magdalene because she's been kind of a hero of mine over the past several years. And today in the Catholic Church is considered her feast day, July 22nd. So some of the things that I wanted to speak about, I made a few notes, let me just grab them, are what are her codes? Well, Mary Magdalene's codes are very much in alignment with the codes of the Sacred Feminine. She is a mystic. She is a sinner and a saint. She embodies the archetype of the holy whore. And she is unapologetic about her sexuality and her sensuality, which is very central to how we see her. She's also considered to be a master or a mistress over death itself, given her role in helping Yeshua, Jesus, to alchemize his body, his breath, and his spirit into a resurrected form. And there are different theories about how this took place, but generally the consensus is, at least among New Age scholars, that she played a central role. She was a central figure. So she's a priestess of intense love also, this unconditional love that is very oceanic, very vast, limitless, and of profound depths. And she also embodies the art of sacred transformation, which relates to death in a way, because of her success over physical death, her victory over death, we could say. Because of this, she is considered a profound priestess of transitions and a profound priestess of any sacred transformation that we undergo. So these are some of the codes of Mary Magdalene. Carrying on, I would like to share about her legacy. So what is the legacy that she's left to us? Her legacy is one of inspiration, one of love. She continues to inspire so many people around the globe, especially women, who can relate to her alternative narrative on sacred femininity and her role in the biblical story as the consort or wife of Yeshua, aka Jesus. So Mary Magdalene is a very powerful figure, and although much of her life is veiled in mystery, there's not that much that we know about her life, even though one of her gospels does survive part of it, not the completed gospel. So we have some insights, but part of the art of Mary Magdalene's legacy is one of appreciating and respecting her mystery, because she embodies the mysterious so effortlessly. In such a refined feminine way, she is mysterious and effervescent and luminous and unable to be fully captured, because there's so many different stories about Mary Magdalene, many of which differ quite noticeably, and notably, we could say also. Yet, perhaps that's the way she intended it, because she is beyond concepts, she is beyond being defined. She defies conformity. She defies expectations. She defies the boxes that we place her in. And so she remains a mystery, an enigma, and even a paradox in some way, given that she is so vastly loving, so holy, and yet is also reputed to be a whore or a prostitute in her day. So these are contradictory energies in some sense. Maybe not necessarily contradictory, but in our minds, saint and sinner are very, very opposite, opposing concepts. And so it's almost like there's this erotic dance between her different archetypal roles that kind of weaves into this mysterious sense of who she is that we are constantly kind of interacting with and living with and breathing with. So Mary Magdalene is truly a mystic to be revered. She is quite a goddess in her own right, and many people see her as the central goddess embodied. Though we don't know whether she would see herself that way were she alive right now. But Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. These are just some short thoughts. And one last thing is that as we pray to her, as we work with her in our lives as an archetype or an energy or a living embodiment of the goddess, when we call her into our own being, as many of us do, these activities, pardon me, are ways in which we are actively conversing and working with her energy. And these are ways in which we're constantly overcoming our own blockages by surrendering deeper and deeper into love that knows no bounds, that can leap over any blockage and is sinuous like water, moving fluidly past any obstacle. So, yes, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you.